Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and today we are going to be running a bunch of Gnome-a-Paloozas in Campaign 10, Week 7, Day 6 of Gems of War. So, of course, our Volkey number looks pretty pitiful right now. It is mostly because we have not thrown down a single Palooza, and been getting a little unlucky on those Volkeys lately. As you can tell, we've barely done any. We're at the 3 pity. However, once we start running Palooza, we will have 1 billion keys, and that is pretty much our game plan. We already know what we started at as well. We started at 3810 and 390, so we know exactly where we are to keep track of all that we get. So since we're going to be doing a different method, we already have the class max, luckily, so we don't need to worry about that. However, method we'll be doing... does this place have 10% this week? Let me double check. Hold up. I might have to go to a different location. Let me check the annoying 10%. Yeah, they're on Damon. So that means Damon Knight. We can still do it in Wild Plains then. So to do... oh gosh, why is my throat so crookedy all of a sudden? But let's go set to a double Iron Hawk. Are you actually a double Iron Hawk? Yes, you are. So we'll just set this to get it rolling, and then we'll throw down some Palooza. Oh yeah, I need to go get a timer up as well, so we know when the Palooza cycle is. Anyways, I hope all of you have been having a wonderful weekend. Finally the weekend. Let's just throw this down and we'll be good to go. Just want to do that to set the team preemptively so we don't have to waste like 10 seconds switching it. And there we go. Okay. Okay. So let's get rid of this. Let's go bring this up. Let's go get a nice little timer here. Timer. And see what we can do. Also, hello everyone. Hello Gimli. Hello Roman. Hello Isabel. Hello Genki. Hello Ray. Hello Anthony. Hello Cookie, hello Clipbomb, hello everyone else, welcome. Okay, so let's go and get into this. Make sure the timer's working. It is indeed working. And let's start a Palooza. It's been a while since we ran a Palooza. Though last Palooza, we ran like 1 billion Paloozas. Because we went from like 40 or 50 of them down to 10. And the only reason we have 16 right now is because we found 6 verse 2s so far this weekend. But anyways, let's start running them. Click the button. Boom, and we're good to go. And of course they have a timer there, however it is in the worst possible location, because as we start actually doing these, we cannot see the timer, which makes that timer completely redundant, as is like half the timers in this game, where they exist but they're placed in locations where they are never at all realistically viable, which is why we have our own timer, because the game doesn't have a good in-game one. Like, it looks nice, it's just not in a good location. Like, they put it literally where you will never see it in the whole 15-minute duration. Which is a bit of a weird design choice. It's as bad as that in battle timer. Like this one right over here. It tells you how long each battle's been, but it doesn't tell you on the end screen of a battle how long your battle's been. Which is kind of pointless to almost even have it in the first place. Because the only way you can actually check it is if you very, very quickly try to click over to the settings menu right at the end of a battle. That's the only way you can see how long your fight's taken. As you can see, it's like 8 seconds per battle, as you'd kind of expect from this. It's actually 10 seconds per cycle. It's slightly slower because the gnome animations. It's more like 5.5 per minute instead of 6. Though this team is in theory 6 per minute. And of course we update the Volkeys after we do each Palooza. As during the Palooza we must focus on killing all the gnomes. Oh, also doing this method means we won't get our 10 crowns. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Did they fix the 10 crown thing? I checked earlier and people this morning were mentioning they weren't getting 10 crowns. But I have not checked during the day. Have they finally fixed it, or is it just something they're worrying about later? If I had to guess, it's probably a later problem. They'll probably fix it on Monday. It is probably a later problem. Oh, you're missing 2 now? Oh gosh. The easiest solution for them would just be give everyone 100 gems on Monday. Maybe even 200 for compensation. And with that 100 gems, we could just skip a tier. Because that would make up for 5. And if we only lost 3, that'd basically make up for them all. Yeah, that'd be the easiest fix if they can't just like send us crowns. Because I'm not sure that's a currency they can actually send in the mail. Those little crown progress shard thingies for the Kingdom Pass. But they can send us gems, and gems skip tiers. Also, 200 would be perfect too, because then we'd be able to get the day early thingy. Because that would allow us to, without any gem cost, be able to show the legend a day early and all that. Which I still might actually end up doing. Oh, also, we get the weapon today. It's a pretty irrelevant weapon. Technically, we should have gotten it yesterday, but of course we were one short due to the thing. But the weapon's pretty useless. It either creates 4 gargoyle gems or explodes pretty much the whole board. The problem is it's either or. If it was both, it'd be insanely good. If it, given that it's either or, it's pretty bad though. Because generally you're going to be putting it on your team because you want mana accumulation, and then sometimes it's going to create gargoyle gems. If it had something else for follow-up, it wouldn't be too bad, but 14 mana cost just to create 4 gargoyle gems when it does it is horrifically bad. And at that point you might as well just have an actual mana accumulation weapon. The weapon definitely had potential, but it being either or just made it too bad. Due to no follow-up on it. If nothing else, we did get one gargoyle weapon that wasn't that bad. But overall, the troops that do gargoyles are way better. Like, it's one of those mechanics that you're only really using on troops. And your hero likely will not use the mechanic. It's kind of funny because sometimes they're the other way around. Like, for example, potions. Potions are very much like you can only realistically use it on hero. And the troop options are pretty bad. Whereas, same as wildcards. Where wildcard one's like slightly okay. But for the most part, you're going to be using off of troops, not hero. And gargoyle gems are kind of the same way. Where the troop options are just way better than the hero option. There haven't been too many times where the hero option was better. Flask is like one of the only few exceptions. And the main reason why is they gave it extra turn. They basically made it like the... And honestly, any weapon that ever gets extra turn will always not be bad. Like, it might not be the best. But there's no... Every single extra turn weapon is like always at least has like a baseline viability of some sort. Even that one like kind of useless red-purple weapon that's super dated that has auto extra turn. That does like a small amount of damage, and I think it steals like a very small amount of magic or something. Like, even that's like so situationally still usable. Even though it's a little dated these days. But just the fact that it has extra turn makes up for its value. So hello, Big Country. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Renos. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, a triple glory. The good old triple glory. And a Volkey. It's kind of funny because we'll be making our number multiply by like 5. We're easily going to get like 20-something Volkeys and probably an epic or 2. Though I don't think we got a single epic or 2 this time around. Still at 0. Well, not 0 for the whole weekend, but, you know, 0 for this Palooza so far. But we're only 5 minutes in. Also, a lot of pets getting maxed through the weekend as well. One really nice thing about Vault Weekends is you pretty much get a pet every single hour, assuming you're in a semi-active guild. Because as long as any amount of people in your guild is doing PvP, one single person can pretty consistently trigger a pet gnome every single hour. So generally, you almost always have a pet gnome, as long as you have someone in your guild farming. And even if they aren't, you just get it yourself in like 15 minutes if you just do PvP. We were doing it earlier when we were doing the XP farming for the hero. Because it synergizes really well with leveling up heroes, trying to get pet gnomes. The problem is when you already have them all done, because then it's just kind of slow to do PvP. Because it's basically half the speed at which we're doing right now. And of course we'd rather have double the speed. I still wish they would have put pet gnomes in other locations. I guess it kind of makes sense to make sure that arena and PvP still has like some value. It's the only gnome that's like that, which is kind of strange. It's the only gnome affected by location. Well, technically there's other ones where, you know, no gnomes even appear in that location. But as far as like where gnomes appear, it is the only one where it's like an outlier. Where it only appears in one location specifically. Whereas all other gnomes, if one appears there, they all appear there, except for pet. Oh, there's our epic Volkey. Nice. First one. We'll be seeing plenty more of those. Realistically, on average, you're going to get about 1 per Palooza. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. But realistically, you're going to get 1.5 per Palooza. Obviously, you can't actually physically get a half. However, that's about how many you get on average. Actually, it's technically closer to 2. Not 1.5. Because realistically, you're going to get roughly like 20 to 30 keys. The keys are a 1 in 10 chance to be epic. Which means realistically, yeah, you're actually probably averaging 2 per Palooza. since you're normally rolling 20-something keys. Of course, can vary, though. Especially if you're using Rowan Team. Rowan Team gets, I believe, just slightly under 20, or maybe exactly at 20. In which case, that's like closer to 1.5 per Palooza. But Dust Devil Team's pretty consistently 20 plus. You did a 45-minute Palooza and got 0 Epic Volkey. Oh gosh, that's unfortunate. I personally never do them that long. The main reason we do it 15 minutes at a time, well, there's a couple reasons. However, the biggest reason is there's still a mechanic slash glitch slash feature slash they haven't patched it in years, so I assume it's intended, part of the game where if you end your battle, well, technically it's been around for a year, but they haven't fixed it that entire year, which makes me assume it's a feature. But anyways, since Palooza has existed, there's a feature where if you end the Palooza, or if you start the Palooza, get your 4 gnomes, the timer runs out, and then you end the Palooza, you don't get the reduced loot for using, or for doing it during a Palooza, because the Palooza is done. But you still got the spawn of 4 of them because it triggers at the start of battle. But the check for the if it should reduce loot is based on if the Palooza is still going, in which case it has expired, because the 15 minutes have expired. So basically every 15 minutes you can get 1 battle that gives you full loot. This is mostly noteworthy for getting cursed runes. However, you can also do this for glory and pretty much any resource that gnomes have. So if any of them get like super reduced, like the glory going down to like double digits when you would normally get like 1,000 or so, and stuff like that. So you can kind of repair your loot quite a bit. And you can also use it to save a cursed gnome or 2, like, you know, if you have a double battle with it or a single. Like right here would be a good room to save for it, though we're still too far away from the timer. But you can basically just force it to give you the full amount of loot. It doesn't make too huge a difference, but it's a little bit extra loot. You get it 4 times per hour, or roughly 4 times per hour. That's the main reason I don't chain it. The other reason is if electricity goes off, or, you know, you disconnect for some amount of time, or you have to do something, stuff like that. It just allows you to end the game quicker if you need to. This is only 15-minute sessions instead of longer ones. As you never know. I have actually never... I think we disconnected like once and then got right back in, though I've never lost electricity while we were doing Palooza. We have done it while we were streaming before a couple times. But never specifically during a Palooza have we, like, literally electricity went out. Though in all fairness, in the last year, electricity hasn't really gone out in my area. I think it has like twice, maybe 3 times. Hey, another Epic Volkey. There's the average too. But I would generally advise doing them 15-minute at a time. You can chain them if you want. But I personally find it most efficient 1 at a time. Also, I wish the meta would get updated for Palooza. I'd like to see something different than Dust Devil. I don't mind Dust Devil Ironhawk. It's a pretty fun, quick team. But it's one of those things I would like to see the meta change on. Who knows, maybe we can get even better in just one-shot. Dust Devil team can one-shot normally. However, the Paloozas have too much durability because they go to slightly above 20. Whereas the other team only does 20 damage. Whereas this is 25, which is why it allows this to kill. There's a lot of metas in the game that I wish would shift slightly. Mostly the PvP meta. Like, if there is any meta that needs to shift, it is the abomination that is the balance of PvP. Because it is all over the place. So hello, Andrew! Welcome! So hello, Dwight! Welcome as well. Hope everyone's been enjoying the weekend. Still been scorching out there. Also, I think I went through like 5 orders today. I kind of lost track. I have completely lost track. Which, as soon as that timer goes down, we'll probably take a quick water break. You can even tell at the beginning of stream too, my throat was a little like crookedy from it. Also, I really hate that that mythic border is around the mythic ingot. Like, it makes logical sense because it's a mythic ingot, so hey, mythical border. But, it's the only thing that has a mythical border. And because of that, it almost seems like an epic Volkey every other time. Because they are the only two that have a mythic border around them. At least as far as drops from gnomes are concerned. Obviously there are other things with the mythic border, but specifically from gnome drops they're the only two. The epic ingots and the epic Valky itself. I mean not the epic ingots, I mean the mythic ingots and the epic Valky. Just doing a drive-by. Well, thanks for stopping by, Andrew. I mean, Drew. Hope your weekend's been well. What's up, hello, Tyrion? Welcome, welcome. What's up, hello, Siberian? Welcome. So how have you guys been doing on Valkyries this weekend? I'm pretty sure most of you have more than us. Our number's a little low, but by the end of the stream, it won't be that low. I think our average lately has been closer to like 200 to 300 per Palooza. Which might seem like we're a mile away from it right now, however, we're actually kind of close if we're going to mostly be running Paloozas. Because we basically have 6 spears. I like keeping at least 10 on hand at any given time. Whatever the next one is, we need to hold. Hopefully it's a good one, because that one definitely wasn't. Come on, let's see like 4 glory gnomes with a curse. Well, apparently we're getting 1 billion souls. And now we wait. And now we kill everything. And there's the full loot. So as you can see, we get 6,000 souls for waiting like 10 seconds instead of getting like less than 1,000. Unfortunately, I got some legendary ingots for the other one. But there we go. Let's see. Oh, does it have a sleeping icon next to us in Puzzle Quest 3? We might need to go fix that. Not during the stream though. But at some point, probably after stream. Ooh, purples are on sale. Is it? Do you guys feel like it's worth it? I'm not sure if I'm good about pulling that right now. But do you feel like it's worth it to buy 2 purple deeds for, or each purple deed effectively for 113 gems each? Because that brings a deed book. It's still so much. Like if you break it down, that's what's 113 times let's see, calculator go. Wait, I need to do some quick math. It's 112.5 times 50. So why on earth is a calculator taking so long to load? Loading. Seriously, why on earth is a calculator taking so long? There we go. 112.5 times... Why did it type 0? That's not what I wanted. 112.5 times 50. It's 5,625 gems per purple deed book. That means if we converted our whole stack, we'd have like 6 purple deed books. And by purple deed books, I mean these thingies. We'd have 6 of them for our whole gem stack. That's why I don't do it. Yeah, I've just convinced myself to not. Like, it almost seems like somewhat worth it when you look at it from an individual thing there. Then you break down the entire value and you realize, like, it is so horrible. Unless you're taking tribute, like, 18 times a day, it is probably not worth it. Though there are some people who are taking tribute, like, 18 times a day. Alright, let me go update our things. Let's see. We need 4. And we need 29. So nice. We got 23 normal keys and 3 epic vault keys just from that one. Well, let's keep going. Let's do it again. How much pity do we have now, too? Also, we went from 3 pity to 10. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, what's this one? I already have it. Boo. So many repeat pets. Which makes sense. We are more upgraded than not upgraded. Statistically, we're going to get more repeat pets than not repeat pets. Oops, I almost wanted to click on the other one. We can't do the other one because I believe the 10% makes it go higher than its durability. Your art program just crashed and it took you almost finish your artwork. Oh yeah, that must be super annoying. I need to learn how to draw. Though I know that when I do writing, I like save every like 5 minutes. Like definitely every paragraph. Though sometimes even every several sentences. Hey, Epic Valkyrie already, that was quick. But I still want to learn how to draw. That'd be a very long endeavor. Because my current drawing capability is somewhere around the preschool level. Maybe first grade level. Although probably lower. Like, you give a monkey some crayons, it might be better than how good I am at drawing. Possibly. Yeah, I normally use Google Docs these days. You learn drawing by doing it. I did it a bit in high school, and in the 2 years I did, the amount of improvement that occurred was almost a negative amount. Like, there is a possibility that it was completely unchanged or literally worse than when I started. Yeah, I always make sure to do a little bit of writing. It's harder to do, like, after you get done with college. So I find ways to kind of, like, still do writing here and there. I've been kind of slacking on it recently, though. I don't feel like it's too hard to write good, though. It's just it's hard to write good fast, if that makes sense. Like, if you spend enough time, you could write, like, anything very well. It's just writing very well, but also at a decent pacing is the harder part. You bring shame to the pencil. I think the main problem I have with writing is I like to comma spam. I like definitely overuse commas. Like way too much. Like there's a few sentence structures that I like always use over and over again. I also very rarely use like a sentence that's very short to divide things up. I also have the issue of starting with too bad of a word, or too, I don't know, it has a proper term. Too bad of a word. But, like, starting too many sentences with, like, the, he, she, stuff like that. Because that's a very weak way to start any sentence. Even if it makes sense, too, in a context. But my bigger issue is when I try not doing that, I make, like, multi-layered sentences too much. And then it's, like, 10 layered sentences in a row. Not, like, run-on sentences, but, like, I'm trying to think of, like, an example. If I was just writing, it would be, like, almost every other sentence the example. Though when talking, it's a little bit different. It's harder to, like, speak the sentence than to write it. Also while trying to focus on killing gnomes. It's also weird when trying to think of words, because I write in cursive so much that I have like 2 memory banks for every word. What it looks like in print and what it looks like in cursive. Because I always write in cursive if I'm not typing. Oh, is that a cursed gnome? That sure looks like a cursed gnome. That's gonna give us like 1 shard. Hey, give us 2. Yeah, I rolled. Talk out your sentences if they don't sound right, then rewrite them. I do that. However, generally I tend to write a little bit different than how I talk normally. But I need to get back into writing more. Last few years I've kind of been doing it a lot less. Particularly since the channel in general. But I feel like after college you kind of get out of the habit of doing it. Because this channel pretty much started like right at the end of when I was doing college. And I was still keeping up with it some like out of college. But definitely over time you start like doing it less and less. Because there's a lot less things on a weekly basis that you need to do it for. And by less things, I mean depending on your job, you don't even need to do it at all. Unless you're just doing it in your leisure. Hello, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. Did I say hi? Welcome. I was reading your comment and didn't say hi. It does so often. You had to handwrite something for the first time for a long time yesterday. Your hand got cramped. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's a problem when I have to write anything, because a lot of like things that you actually have to do have to write stuff like forms and stuff. They have written on it like you must write in print, and it's like, wait, I only write in cursive. No. Does no one know how to read cursive anymore? Because like anything I ever have to write for, like, you know, documentation, like it always has to print. Are people just incapable of reading cursive now? Do they even teach cursive anymore in school? Haven't they kind of just like retired it or something? Text recognition when it gets scanned to computer. Do some places actually do that now? Interesting. Another Curse Gnome. That'd be good to save if we were later in the battle. Though with 5 minutes left, definitely not worth it. Generally, if you desperately need Curse Shards, I would say by the 3-minute mark you would start saving them. I don't tend to do it until like the 1-minute mark just because we really don't need more of them. Like, it's helpful to get more, but it's not like that big of a requirement. Because once you have the Soul Forge maxed and have all the Curse Rune related things maxed, you don't really need Curse Runes much anymore. Like, they're still gonna have a purpose in the future. Just not much of an immediate purpose. Because mostly what we'll be doing with them is like upgrading tokens. Maybe for a pinch to upgrade a Doom weapon, we'll get like a few of the Doom Scrolls or something similar. Like, generally, if we need a craft with them, it's something, like a very small amount of something. Just to close a gap, rather than like a super big amount. Also, it's funny saying the word gap when we're doing a Gnome-a-Palooza, because everyone keeps abbreviating as gap. But I always call it Gnome-a-Palooza and never abbreviate as gap, but I still use the term gap, as in, you know, the actual word gap. But then it's confusing, because then people think I'm saying Gnome-a-Palooza, but I actually mean the actual word gap. Need a better synonym. Cursive, what's that? Alright, this Palooza's almost over. Gotta keep an eye on the timer. Which is the whole reason why we even have the timer, by the way. I kind of explained it earlier, but of course, we have to make sure it's at the 15-minute mark. Like, we have to start the battle before the 15-minute mark and end the battle after the 15-minute mark. For the final battle. Which is the whole reason why we have the timer there, to begin with. It's not required to do that, but you get slightly more loot. Also, thank you for the $5 tip, Isabel. Greatly appreciate it, as always. Thanks a ton. Also, thank you everyone who's been tipping. It's been helping out a lot. Definitely makes up for the lower ad revenue recently. And it is greatly appreciated. Isabel. I feel like I could write very funnily. I don't feel like I could talk as funnily, though. Also because I'm so bad at talking. Like, 6 years of doing YouTube has not helped much. Like, like, my improvement from, like, when we first started to now, like, is drastically better. But it's still horrifically bad. Relatively speaking. Is funnily a word? Is funnily not a word? There's a chance funnily is not a word. Almost sounds like I'm saying funnel cake. Funnel cake's good. I haven't had it in a while. It's more like a circus thing. Or like when you have like some kind of show coming in to an area for some amount of time. Like, it's definitely kind of like a festival kind of food. Because like, under what other circumstance do you ever eat funnel cake? Like, the only instances I could think of is like circus, some kind of like special like town-to-town event. Like, they set up an era thing and then you like have funnel cake. Or, you know, what am I thinking of? There's a term for it. But, you know, like there's so few instances where funnel cake is like a place where it's sold. Like, there isn't just like a random store somewhere. It's just like, oh, we sell funnel cake. And other similar like kind of pastry like things. Because even bakeries, like, they generally don't do funnel cake. It's more of like a really specific food. For very specific occasions. Which reminds me, I haven't had funnel cake in ages. I'm not sure how I got to this tangent, but apparently you can tell any stream I have not eaten before the stream. This is one of those streams. Because the first thing my brain does when it can get like any hint of food is like, let's talk about food. Oh wow, just a horrible final battle. We have to take it though. Just waiting an extra few seconds in case the time rolls off slightly. And there we go. And gosh, that loot is so bad. Basically, all we got was like a couple hundred extra souls. That is pitiful. That is one of the worst extra loots we've gotten in a while. It's like we didn't even do it at all. Anyways, let's go update our numbers. So, which is a lot easier now that we went for the solid numbers, which was suggested last time by some amount of people. Greatly appreciated. It's just been suggested a lot of times. We just never really bothered doing it. But it definitely makes it easier to calculate it out. Since we're at a nice solid number. Don't even have to put in a calculator normally. Anyways, let's do it again. Definitely running at least 4 paloozas. Might even go more than that. This is our 3rd currently. And how much pity we up to? Should be at like 14. 15. Nice. Let's run it again. Actually, we could just run down until we have like none. Though I might save some for tomorrow night too. And by none, I mean 10. 10 means 0. It has a 0 in it. It's technically 0. It's what you do every time for a while. I think those were like the only conversations I ever had in college. Was like food-based. Because I never really talked to anyone in college. I actually made literally 0 friends in college. But anytime I would chat with someone in class, I'm not sure how. It wasn't even me who would bring it up a lot of times, but like the topic would always gravitate to food. Maybe it's just a millennial thing. Do we just always think of food? I'm pretty sure everyone just thinks of food. We need it to survive. We'd obviously have some subconscious need to just always think of food. To not die. As that is a pretty beneficial thing to have. It's just the way we accumulate food is drastically different than in the past. And not in the sense that prices are going up, but you know, in the sense that compared to like thousands of years ago. Which reminds me, I don't do any gardening these days. I used to when I was younger. Though in all fairness, I don't have too much yard to do gardening with. Also, the soil here isn't too good for it. Also, the weather here isn't too good for it either. Well, actually, I don't know. The weather's kind of good. It's only some seasons of the year where it's too bad. Like, mostly like August and September. Because hurricanes will just destroy everything. But hopefully hurricane season isn't bad this year. Honestly, it's been kind of tame the last few years. At least near me. On a global scale, probably not too much, but at least on a local scale, hurricane's been kind of calm the last few years. Oh, yeah, good funnel cake is really solid. Especially like those apple fiddle, what is it called? Friddle. Apple friddle funnel cakes. That's the term I'm looking for. Those are so good. Where it's like still funnel cake, but it has like the apple, like almost like the inners of a apple pie, like around it. It's so good. Yeah, apple friddle funnel cakes are insane. Because it's like cinnamon apples with like that gooey sauce on it. And then you have like the confectionery on the actual funnel cake itself. It's so good. Friddler? Yeah, friddler. I can't say the term. I would bring up Google to try to show it, but we have 12 minutes of Palooza. Yeah, apple friddle funnel cake. It's really good. I believe that's what they're called. Is that not what they're called? Could have sworn that's their term. Though it's been at least a decade since I had one, so maybe I am mistaken. Fritter? Apple fritter? Oh, did I say frittler? That's funny. Yeah, it's apple fritter. Apple fritter funnel cake. God, should I just say that 10 times quick? Apple fritter funnel cake, apple fritter funnel cake. I can't even say it twice without messing up. There's no I. Wait, what do you mean there's no I? Oh, there's no L. I was gonna say, there's literally an I right there. I forgot I and L look the same in most typefaces. Yeah, fiddler. Kind of like a fiddler. I think I was trying to combine it with the word fiddler. You know what? That's something I haven't had for a while. Like stadium concession food. I'm not sure why, but something about like the nacho cheese sauce there and hot dog just tastes so amazing. I'm not sure if it's the fact that you're playing like 5 times more money than you should be for it, or just the fact that they're better. But gosh, I need to find a supply of like the nacho cheese sauce and hot dogs that every single stadium in existence uses. Because it's not the same just getting other hot dogs. I'm not sure what on earth they're getting. But gosh, they're so good. Because that's something I haven't had in a really long time. Like go to some kind of stadium and then like just have food while watching some kind of show. It's a fun experience. I did it a lot in high school. Like a lot. Between marching bands, the football games, and all that. Because they use the same concessions for every single place. Or, you know, the same concessions as in, like, the one you would use for football games is the same you'd use for the marching bands. I've also ran them before. Which is decently fun, but also exceedingly stressful because of how quick pace it is. I assume it's what it would be like if you worked at a fast food place. I've never actually worked at a fast food place. I've worked at a restaurant before, but never specifically a fast food place, like a main chain area. Like the closest thing I've ever done is running a concession stand, which is somewhat similar, though the food prep is like way easier. But the rate of sales is way quicker, because the average sale is like under 30 seconds. Whereas at a fast food place, the average sale is probably like a few minutes. Or maybe a minute or two, depends how you look at it. Also how long they take to order. Obviously concession menus are quite a bit shorter, so generally people know like instantly what they want. Oh, hello Laura, welcome. You only found 4 crowns today? Are you missing your time looking at the others? I'm not sure. Has everyone gotten 9? I haven't actually started farming them yet today. Maybe we should go do that. Let's go hand out a code after we finish this Palooza and go hunt for the 10. Or for the 9, I should say. From someone earlier, they said they couldn't get their 10th. Which I assume is still the case until like Monday or something. But I haven't tried getting any of them yet. Because while we're running Palooza, there's actually a 0% chance to find them. The reason for this is gnomes have priority over crashers, battle crashers, and that troop that has the crown is considered a battle crasher. So the gnomes will always have priority over them. And because each of our battles is 4 gnomes, we will actually never get a battle crasher while doing Palooza. These all 4 enemies are always guaranteed to be the gnome. I should probably go farm them before I forget. We'll do it once the timer goes down. We'll also hand out a code then as well. Still throw at least another Palooza or 2 after though. Probably 1 more after this one. We gotta go get the crowns first. I didn't clear out the dailies. I haven't even touched the dailies yet. Oh, I don't think we had anything too good. I think it was either gems or like a key or something. I saw it was at 9, so generally we're not getting anything too good on a 9 day. It's when you see 10 or 11, especially when you see 11. Like, when you see 11 or even a 12 for the daily, it's like, oh, we're getting some good loot today. Unless we rolled really unlucky and got, like, Chaos Shards or something. Because I think there's actually, like, a mythic version of the Chaos Shards. It's very rare. Like, it'll be lucky if it happens even once per year. But, it is such a bad task. I think it's like 200 or 300 chaos shards or something. But it takes up one of those mythic slots that normally have like hundreds of gem value over top of it. Instead, we just get like a couple hundred chaos shards, which is literally like 1 day's worth of chaos shard. In all fairness, even 100 gems is less than 1 day's worth of gems, though, if you break it down. Just 5 tributes over 100 gems in late game. Obviously not to a newer player, but, you know, later in the game. Yeah, crowns are still broken. I believe based on the forum post, it's not being fixed till Monday. If I understood the post earlier correctly. Did they ever fix the PvP and swap hero out to Gnome, or still hero? I'm trying to think of what glitch you're referring to. I somewhat know what you're referring to. I'm trying to remember the exact instance you mean. Because I know there was a glitch related to hero with that. I'm trying to think of which one. Because I haven't seen it that often. Oh, for Gnome-a-Palooza? Oh, yeah, I remember now. I'm not sure if they fixed it. I don't do Gnome-a-Paloozas in PvP. Which is probably why I've almost never seen it, because, unless you're going for a pet gnome at, like, record pace, there's pretty much no reason why you would ever run Palooza in PvP. I'd advise against it. Because the only thing it's good for is getting a pet very, 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 very exceedingly quick. But otherwise, your rate of farming is way slower. Hello, Dark Side. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. I hope everyone's been enjoying their weekend and staying cool from the heat. I almost consider going to a water park. There's actually quite a few near me. Gosh, the last time I've been to a water park, I think I was like under 13. It has been that long since I've been to a water park. I actually almost died on one before, when I was like a few years old. There's like a very steep slide that goes into the water, but it like shoots you like way, way down. So I couldn't get like all the way back up, so I kind of like fainted, and then someone rescued me. Oddly enough, it didn't make me afraid of water. You'd think something like that would, but it actually didn't. Which is funny, because I used to go in the ocean a lot. And that was like the closest I came to dying in the water, despite like riptides and everything in oceans not even coming close to doing so. Because statistically, the ocean would be a lot more lethal. I would never go into the ocean these days, though. It just seems so polluted. Like, it seems so ridiculously filthy. Over the years. Like, a lot of bodies of waters that literally aren't pools just seem so dirty these days. Due to gradual pollution over time. Come to the Bahamas, the water's good there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like still some place in the world where the water isn't tampered with too much yet. Hey, an epic Volkey. Nice, nice. Alright, we'll go hand it a code as soon as this timer ends. Then we'll go farm the crowns, since we can't actually get them all doing what we're doing right now. Let's see what our final little thingy is here. And then after that, we'll throw one more Palooza. See what we get. Actually, could we go for one more? No, I'm not going to risk it. I don't think we have enough time to squeeze that last battle in. So I'll wait out time. Actually, maybe we'll wait out this timer. Unfortunately, the loot's kind of bad there. Like, before we even see the loot, we could already tell by the gnomes. It's not going to be that great. Yeah, we didn't get anything too good there. Unfortunate. Gosh, he gave us, like, the lowest roll. I don't even think he can roll lower than 20. Unfortunate. Anyways, let's go ahead and code and go farm our crowns real quick. Let's do that with, like, a quick kill Dust Devil. Which I can just do with the exact location we're already in. Let me just do the single one, because it should be enough damage. Anyways, let me go get you guys a code. Let me go grab my code section. And she gave us codes later in the month, so I'm actually not running out quite yet. Though I should probably remind them soon. Because, well, maybe next week. Because they're going to be busy fixing whatever on Earth the problems are with the crowns and everything. Plus, they're going to have a billion complaints mentioning all the glitches with the new event next week. We'll be streaming that on Monday morning. But Legends Reborn starts next week. So their support will be busy answering all of the Legends Reborn glitches. But we'll be doing that Monday morning, or, you know, weekly reset time. And see how that goes. Oh yeah, let me go update our Volkey number. What are we at right now? We are at 7 and 71. So we found 20 normal Volkeys and 1 of the epic variety. There we go. Anyways, let's go get ourselves some crowns. So we're just going to do some normal farming here. If nothing else, we'll also be able to find verse gnomes here. Maybe we'll pick up some verse 2s. Would sure hope so. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm like clicking to cast them in the prep battle screen. I did it again. I keep forgetting there's a whole nother menu there. Probably because the battle's going so quick. Probably because I was just doing like a 2-click method the whole time. And now we're doing a 1-click method. It's throwing me off because we're doing technically 2 whole less clicks. 1 whole less cycle of clicking. Are your comments blocked? No, I don't think they are. So the important question, could you sing me that one song? What one song? Oh wait, is it your birthday today? Or are you referring to a different song? Oh, so hello, D. Gray. Welcome. Oh, there's one. Still gotta find 8 more because the 10th one doesn't exist today. Oh, it's your birthday! Yeah, let's all sing happy birthday for Bill then. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Bill Warhammer. Happy birthday to you. I hope you had a good birthday, Bill. May you ever be first in everything. Oh no, the mythic. You lived. Happy birthday, Bill. Oh gosh, I forgot. We're set up in a way where we can't easily quick kill. There we go. Yeah, the squirrel. There's number 2. Oh wait, you lived? Oh no! He has 10% extra stats and he's a legend, so his base value is higher. Really? Wait, why didn't he die on the other one then? Wait, I'm confused. He died one shot earlier. Why didn't he die one shot that time? He replaced a rare. He shouldn't have lived. Wait, did he replace a common the other time? Oh, I might have to use the double one then, if he's surviving like that. Does the Vault Key difficulty the rewards from gnomes? Wait. I understand the question, but also don't. Also, hello, Gumi. Does the Vault Key difficulty affect the rewards from gnomes? Yes. Oh, you generally want to do it on the hardest one because it gives 20% extra loot. I think this is what you were asking. That threw me off the wording there for a second. But, yes, difficulty affects it. It gives you either 20% less loot or 20% more, based on what difficulty you do. Which means pretty much 40% less or normal value. Because you always want to do it on hardest difficulty. Oh yeah, he does live. Okay, I need to go use the double dust double team. Because he actually survives a hit here. Which is very not good. Fine, we'll use double dust. That's not double dust. I was gonna say double dust, I mean double Iron Hawk. It's double on power. Double dust, oddly enough, does hit for 30 damage. The problem is you have to give up a turn, which makes it go quite a bit slower. But it does have an even higher damage range than the team we're using right now, because this hits up to 25. But double dust actually hits up to 30, but you have to give up one turn, which slightly defeats the point of using the team. Because you're giving up so much speed by giving up your first turn. Because this stuff has a 100% chance to give up turn. So we'll go farm these crowns, clear out the other daily, and then we'll go do one last Palooza. And hopefully get lucky on it. See what kind of loot we can get. And tomorrow night we'll go over the spoilers for the week, grind a little bit more. Last little bit of the Vault events. And then next week, or I should say right on Monday, at reset time, we will be doing Legends Reborn. And seeing what on earth that is. It'll be at least an hour stream. Not sure exactly how long it is, depends how much content there is with Legends Reborn. Because I have not the slightest clue. Find out Monday. No worries, Gumi. I understood what you meant. Week-long raid boss as well. Wait, is it? Because I do know that the way that the Legends Reborn event works is a little bit weird. And by that, I mean it lasts for 2 weeks. Which is the first event since pretty much the game launched that actually lasts for 2 weeks. Because the weekly event used to be a bi-weekly event. And then that would make it last 2 weeks. But since then, we've actually never had any 2-week-long event. Which means there's a 100% chance it'll glitch a week from now. You know, when it goes into the second week from the first week. Like, there's almost no way it doesn't break down in some way, shape, or form. Like, I'm calling it now. Like, there is a 0% chance there'll be no glitches with that. Literally 0%. How many crowns are we at? We need 2 more. Actually, no, we need 1 more. Wait. Yeah, 1 more. Because we got 9 yesterday and 9 today. Which means we'd end in an 8. Do we have a week-long raid boss coming in? I'm not sure. I didn't actually double-check the thingy. I know we have a 2-week-long of the new event. Also, I believe when we do finally get raids, that should be when we get that weapon. I was gonna cover the oh no, I'll probably still cover the class video this weekend. Oh, there's the final one, or what I think is the final one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the final one we can get. I should probably stop trying to farm them now. Because everyone's saying that's still 9 out of 10 glitch. And if that is the case, that means it's as far as we can go. Wait, is it? No. Hold up. Now I'm losing track. How many did we actually get? Because we got one whole reward tier. Wait. Did we only find 4? Am I going crazy? How many have we found? It's so confusing because of the one thing short. No, we actually have to keep going, don't we? Wait. We still need another 5, I think. I'm confused. Wait. It's really throwing me off because normally, it's really easy to tell because we're at 0. Yes, 3 out of 5 is the most you can get. But we only got 1 reward. Shouldn't we have gotten 2? Because we were at 4 out of 5 earlier. Which means we technically should have gotten 2 unlocks, not 1. Because we should have 2 unlocks, but be at 3 out of 5. Because we were at 4 out of 5 earlier. Right? Because yes, it will end on 3 out of 5, but we're at the first 3 out of 5, not the second 3 out of 5. If I'm not mistaken. Because that would have to be the case. Because we were right on the cusp of getting the other reward. You did get 2 unlocks. The first one blocked yesterday's. I'm still confused. Oh, wait. Did I not claim the... Oh, no. I did get it already. Never mind. I do have 2 unlocks. You know why I thought we already had it? Look at the shape of this. It looks almost like a check mark. I was looking at this, and I thought it was checked. Like, look right there. Doesn't that slightly look green instead of blue? It's not just me. Doesn't it slightly look like a check mark, especially with that color right there? Because I was looking at this, and like looking at that, and it's like, oh yeah, it's checked. Like, it somewhat looks like it's checked, but then I looked over here, it's like, oh yeah, it's obviously not checked. So, yeah, never mind. We got our 2 rewards. I was looking at this and thought it had a check mark on it, which made me think, oh, we had to go another tier. But never mind, those are the 2 rewards. Never mind, yeah, you're right. I thought that was a check mark. I'm not going crazy, right? Look at this before and after. Doesn't that look like a check mark? And I'll look at it now. Like, it's literally the shape of a check mark with the blue over top of it being like where the check mark would be. Like, it's literally check mark shaped. It threw me off. Anyways, yeah, we got both rewards. Yep, that's as far as we can get. Anyways, let me go clear out these other things real quick. Grab these gems, clear out the other little thing, and then we'll do one last Palooza to end it out with. But yeah, I see what happened now. I confused the new weapon for checkmark due to its shape and coloration. If it wasn't for the deeds on to the left, I would have just gone crazy thinking that it was already marked. Seeing that the deeds didn't have the mark on it made it very obvious. Because that's what threw me off for the second there. It's like, wait, why does one side have the check mark and the other one doesn't? But nope, it was just, looks weird. Poor Tessa needs to eat. We're not deficient on food. I could go like another 24 hours and be fine. Actually, I can go days without food and still kind of be fine. As long as I'm still drinking water and stuff. I don't do that often, obviously. But I easily could. Because I generally only eat when I'm hungry. And if I'm feeling very lazy, I sometimes just don't eat. Because, like, you know your body can go, like, longer without food. And sometimes you're just kind of tired and it's like, yeah, I'll just rest. Food can wait. What do we need here? We did that, we did that, we did that. Okay, let's go do one last Palooza then. Because I believe that is the last thing we have not done. Is a billion Paloozas. But yeah, we'll do one more. Let me go make sure I set my team correctly though. So let's go to, technically it doesn't even matter where I go to, does it? Oh, here, hello Wild Plains. Oh, it's easy to confuse hunger with thirst. I don't know, they're quite distinctly different. You can actually go a little bit of time without food, as long as you're still drinking stuff. Mostly water. Because you need water a lot more than you need food. Like, you need both, obviously. But, like, if there's any one you needed more than the other, it's definitely water. Especially with how bad some food is. It's almost better to not have food than to have some specific foods that are barely even, like, under the category of food. Like, there's so many foods in existence right now that by almost every definition is technically not food, even though they're food-shaped and edible. What do I need here? Oh yeah, let's go do Palooza. That's not Palooza. Right over here. So Forge. Okay, let's run one last Palooza to end out with. Hopefully get some good loot. If I can find where it even is. Gosh, it's buried in here. Also, we used almost all the verse 2s we found this week. Because we found 6. Right? 7? 6. Yeah, I think we found 6 this weekend. Because we started at 10. Which is kind of funny because we're actually at a higher number than what we started at, even though we're using them. This is because we got some earlier. Hello, Malisha. Welcome. Malisha. I think that's how you say that. Hope everything's been well. But if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. That'd be a good time. Because this is going to be the last vault we run for the weekend. Or not for the weekend, but for today, I mean. We'll be running more tomorrow. Hello, George. Welcome, welcome. This looks like we're about to gain a level. Not like that actually does anything much these days. But another level for the pile. Oh, so I mentioned it earlier, but I really love this lightweight mouse. It's the first time I've ever gotten a mouse under the category of lightweight, and now I don't think I'm ever going to go back. They're actually really solid. Tomorrow is your dad's birthday. He'll be 48. Nice. Like 48. How old are you then? Because I was just thinking, because my dad's 60 something. That's younger than you. Oh, you're 21. So that would have been very young when they had you then. I'm just always thrown off by it because my parents had it like so late. Compared to some. Because I think my dad's like 64, I want to say 65. He's like mid-60s. Forget the exact number. Because I believe my mom turned 61 this year.
But if you want, we can sing happy birthday for your dad. I'm sure you guys will be busy. Any specific place to gnome farm? Generally Explore is the best location. Like quick kill with the Dust Devil team or running Rowan quick kill or something similar. Ideally if you have double Iron Hawk, like the team we're running right now is a pretty solid option. Otherwise running like the Rowan team we showed for the, what video did we just show recently? The one for PvP farming but doing that in Explore. Like that team that we showed for that video this week, works really well for gnome farming if you don't have Iron Hawks. But Explore is normally the best way to go. You don't get pet gnomes in Explore, but the rate at which you can kill Explore is a lot quicker. Even Rowan build, you can easily do like 4 per minute. This team does about 6 per minute. Slightly closer to 5.5 because the animation of the gnomes take forever. At least during a Palooza anyways. When you're doing just normal farming, it's closer to 6 per minute. And you can do casual PvP to do it as well. It's closer to like 3-ish per minute. However, you get the benefit of finding pet gnomes. So if your guild doesn't currently have a pet active, you can get a pet. It's also better for class XP. If you want to power level a bunch of classes while also farming gnomes. But those are pretty much the only 2 locations, I would say. There's like Quick Kill Explore and if you want to find pet gnomes doing casual PvP. I just run them with the quickest team you could possibly win with. Hey, Epic Volcane, nice. Also, speaking of age, I really need to go shave this soon. The way I tend to grow my beard is, like, it gets chopped off a few times per year. That tends to be my beard cycle. Let it grow and then just chop it all off. Honestly, I feel like my beard grows quicker than my head hair these days. Because my head hair, like, it's not even, like, an inch. Yet the beard's, like, multiple inches. Like, it definitely seems like it's longer than my head hair. You just grabbed Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Nice. Yeah, we'll be playing it this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and next weekend. Assuming we're not done by then, which I assume we won't be. Because, if I had to guess, I haven't looked at any spoilers or anything like that, but if I had to guess playtime, it's going to be at least 50 hours. Which means, we will probably need all week to finish it. Yeah, we're doing it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday next week. Probably start at around 7 or 8 a.m. and go do like a 12-hour stream. At least for the initial ones. I'm not sure every single one's going to be a 12-hour stream. The other ones might start closer to noon and go for several hours. I think the very first one we'll probably do for a 12-hour stream though. Start at like 7 a.m., do it till like 7 a.m. Or 7 p.m. I mean. We're starting it this Tuesday. I've even heard what people have been saying about it. I've been keeping like as spoiler-free as possible. Literally all I've seen is the very first trailer for it. And that is it. And the only reason I saw that was I believe it was in some Nintendo Direct or something, where they're announcing a bunch of other games. Oh, Windows update? Oh, yeah, those are kind of annoying sometimes. I had one the other day. Did they do another one? I don't see one up. Hopefully Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be fun. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 I had a lot of fun with. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and X I skipped on. Well, X because it's only on Wii U, and I don't have a Wii U. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 I skipped on just because the gameplay for it just didn't seem as good. Like, I'm pretty sure the storyline was still very solid. But the actual gameplay, like I'd rather just play Xenoblade Chronicles 2, like, comparatively. So hopefully the gameplay for 3 is pretty solid. Because the gameplay for 2 seemed way superior to 1. Though from the one trailer I've seen, I'm not sure if Xenoblade Chronicles 3 gameplay will be better than 2. 2 did it really, really well. Especially if you like to grind. Because there's a lot of stuff you can grind in that game, gosh. Yeah, Mario Kart Wave 2 is coming out this Thursday as well. We'll be streaming that. We'll probably be doing that as a nightly stream. Like, after the Gems of War stream, we're going to switch over to Mario Kart and do a Mario Kart nightly stream. But yeah, we'll be doing that Thursday night. Like, right after Gems of War. Hopefully the tracks are good. Actually, we already know what the tracks are, and yes, they are good. The Waluigi pinball meme made it back in. My favorite one of them is actually, oddly enough, the N64 one. The Dry Desert, whatever it's called. The one with the train. That's what I remember it as. The one with the train. But that was among one of the better N64 maps. And what other good ones were in there? Can't remember. They had some kind of Sunday map. You know, like the treat, the dessert. Not the actual date. Gosh, I can't remember what all 8 of them even were. There was some pretty good selection, though. But gosh, are they releasing them so slow? Because it was announced back in, like, early this year. It's coming out in 6 waves over the course of 2 years. And, well, actually, I guess they're kind of on pace. Because it's been, like, half a year, and they've done 2 of the 6. So I guess the pacing is kind of on point. It's just so weird that it's releasing over the course of 2 years. But yeah, I guess actually they're exactly on point of where they should be right now, aren't they? Because it's been half a year, and they released 2 of 6. Unless it was 2 of 8. Was there 8 cycles? I can't remember. If there are 8, if there was 8, no, even if there was 8, they're exactly on time as well. Because that'd be 2 per half year. Or basically 1 per quarter. Oh, so that's a good sign they're not releasing a new Switch anytime soon. Though that does mean they might be releasing a new Switch holiday of 2024. Because that would be the holiday after the DLCs have stopped. No reason they can't make a 4K Switch in that time frame. They really need to make a more stable Switch. When I see like other games like Fall Guys and stuff like ported over to Switch, it is like so bad. Like you don't notice it on a lot of Switch games because they're more optimized specifically for Switch. But when you see like a normal game trying to run on Switch, it is so funny. Like how bad it is. It's because the hardware's kind of pretty dated. Its functionality is great though. And I generally don't play really graphic intense games, so I don't really care about it as much. Lego Star Wars on Switch is dire. I played a couple of those ages back. Those Lego games. I've never actually owned any, but I had some friends that did. And we played at their houses. I really like the break apart mechanics that they generally have. It was so satisfying just whacking something and seeing it break apart into like a billion Lego pieces. Yeah, I can see that completely killing the Switch, having to render that many pieces of things. Especially those little tokens. I'm not sure if they still use those little circle, like silver and gold little token thingies that look like those little things you could stack. But, yeah, those like shoot out like crazy from killing some things or opening chests or other equivalents. Too many things for the little system to handle, to render at once. Yeah, Gems of War generally runs pretty well. Even on my bad phone, it's not that bad on it. Oddly enough, I haven't tried it on the better phone yet. Probably should. Haven't transferred everything over to that phone yet. It generally takes me like a month or two before I bother doing that for anything. Hey, I found a mimic. No, quick. I'm not gonna take it yet. We're gonna save that for last. That's gonna be the last thing we do. We'll go find 2 gnomes here real quick. And then we'll go take the mimic. Because if we take the mimic now, it'll literally be the last battle we can take of this. Whereas if we do it this way, we can get 2 in. Let's go see if we get a horde mimic randomly. Let's wait out the timer. Wait. Oh, we got some good things here too. Double glory. Oddly enough, we haven't been ending on glory as much today. No! Wait, what? Wait. Oh, gosh. One that got replaced with a Volk, all we got was like 500 glory. Oh, so they should really put the rewards for gnomes all the way at the right. Someone made like a list of like the order in which they should show loot on the screen. And they were very much correct. I can't remember who it was, but it was posted like several months ago. And they still haven't changed it to that list. And I really wish they would. Because it'd be like the perfect way to represent loot on the reward screen. Which is somewhat similar to how it is now, but not quite the same. It's much better. But, yeah, they really need to change it to that. I don't have a link to it at the moment, though, but someone made a really, really good write-up of, like, how they should change it. Though they have since never done such a thing. Let's see, make that 89. And, make that a 9. And there we go, 89.9. Okay, so, let's go take out this gnome. I mean, not the gnome, but the vault real quick. To end it out with. We got a mimic here. Let's see if he drops anything good for us. And we'll end it on this guy. Token-wise, we're not going to get anything good. However, there is a chance it becomes a 5 times, and that 5 times could potentially become the Horde Mimic. The chance of that happening is exceedingly unlikely, though the same chance as if it was Explore 12, so we got a chance. At least to my understanding, the odds aren't any worse. It's just you cycle a lot less chests, so it's a lot less likely that you would, in the sense that you're just not finding as many. But the actual odds of finding it within the chest is still the same, to my understanding. Oh, we didn't get it. But at least we got double Orpheus. And it's basically like a standard Explorer 12 at that point, then. Or 21 pity. So that means in total we have found... what is that, then? We have found... math. We found 119 gnomes so far, counting pity. So we'll hopefully hit about 200 tomorrow night, and that'll be the game plan, then. We'll go over the weekly spoilers tomorrow night, do a few more Paloozas, get to almost 200 or so, and we'll call it an average vault weekend. That's pretty much the game plan. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Still plenty of time to grind out the vault. It's pretty much only half over. I still have another 1 day, 5 hours, and 27 minutes. Also, in 1 day, 5 hours, and 27 minutes, we will be doing a live stream going over the new Journey event. I mean, not Journey event. I mean, does it even have a thingy for here? It doesn't, oddly enough. But, the new, Legends Reborn event. We've never had one of these before. The first one's on Monday, and we'll be doing it live. What exactly we're doing, I have no clue, but we'll find out then. Some kind of, like, redoing of Kingdoms. I have no clue. But we'll find out then. But, yeah, still plenty of time to grind the vault. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoy your weekend. Catch you guys soon. I'll be back same time tomorrow night. Same time as always. Hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. And we'll go from there. And then as soon as reset hits, we'll go over the new feature that's live. and have a bunch of fun with that. Anyways, guys, enjoy your weekend. Best of luck with everything. Catch you guys soon. And as Genki mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated for YouTube algorithm. And definitely check out Genki's channel as well as everyone else who does Gems of War content. Quite a few content creators out there. And they've been doing some pretty good stuff. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. But thanks for watching.